What's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Let me tell y'all, for real, if I said it before, I say it again. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live, hey boo boo, are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, look, it wasn't me, y'all, and I'm gonna put it squarely on my co-hosts that we are talking about pleasure of oneself. All right. Yeah, they wanted to talk about it, so we're gonna do it. We're talking about masturbation. What's going on, Felicia? We're talking about masturbation. People don't want to say it. People don't want to talk about it. Okay, but we're gonna do it. All right. We got all kind of different backgrounds of people on this show, and we want to get these perspectives because again, Dope Living TV Live, we talk about things that everybody else is afraid to talk about. So right off the bat, man, before I even bring on the culprit, what is masturbation? Never mind. I'm gonna bring on the culprit. First of all, everybody.
I'm not. I can't see. Hey.
Now look, we want to know. Okay, you know what? I'm not. Look, Gina, I ain't gonna even hold back. I'm bringing everybody on right now. Okay?
Yeah, bring everybody. This gonna be a discussion that we need to hear all sides, all opinion, all facts. Because you know what? We grew up thinking certain ways about this subject. It's a lot of myths out there. We got to debunk those myths.
I'm gonna tell you some of the things that we thought. I've been looking stuff up today. Okay, been trying to handle some things.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Everybody say what's up to Marcella Amos.
I am not the culprit.
Marcy.
I am not the culprit.
Hey, I want everybody to hear the goody two shoes of the group today. All right.
Whatever.
Everybody to hear goody two shoes. Okay.
The opinions expressed here on Dope Living Live are not necessarily the opinions of Dope Living Live and its affiliates and me.
We're gonna give them some good. We're gonna give them some facts, though.
Yeah, we're
gonna give some facts. We might even educate some people.
It ain't always a bad thing when we try to talk about stuff like this. But let's get in. There's a lot of claims that, and a whole bunch of myths that people associate with masturbation. Okay, but none of them. Well, most of them. I say the majority, 99.9% of them, are not backed by science. Okay, so tell me if y'all heard these. Okay, of course we all know the first one, blindness.
Oops, we all wearing glasses. That's not true.
Okay.
I think we talked a little bit about that on another show about the blindness when we had the sexologist on here.
Gina, go ahead and squeeze out that information. Squeeze it out. Go ahead.
We're gonna keep on with the jokes though.
Squeeze out the information.
Hey, I don't think you're going blind.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going blind. That's a myth. That's definitely a myth. But we grew up thinking that though, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I had never heard that until yesterday.
Oh my gosh. I think our teachers, maybe our parents, put it in our heads so that we wouldn't do it.
Chris Lane says Dope Living TV is a sexual show now. Can I come
No. No, Chris. No.
If you don't want the calm one, you don't want this one, all right? Felicia says, you don't want the calm one, you don't want this one, bruh. The second one is hairy palms. Did you ever hear that one?
That one I've never heard about.
I heard that one too.
I have never seen anybody with hairy palms anyway.
Because it ain't true. That's why. It ain't true.
That one is a new one on me.
Okay. So now I was told a long time ago, I'm not saying, and look, guys, look, I'm not saying that I'm a practicer of the prestidigitacious ways of masturbating, okay? But
Spell that word.
I'm throwing it out there. Somebody told me that you can be impotent for life.
That is a myth. That if you masturbate too much, a man, that you will develop dysfunctional. You will develop impotency. Okay. So tell us about it, Greg.
Not true. Now,
Woo.
I'm still good.
Maybe we should find out. You know, a lot of men taking that blue pill. No, we don't know that for a fact that it's not true. We got to talk about that one.
No, we're gonna give visual aids later. So you guys will be able to see actual masturbation on DopelivenTV.
And I will bow out.
Why? Why would you go out? It's part of life. It's a part of life. Okay, now Marcella, and I'm not gonna pick on you tonight. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, but you never done it?
I didn't say that.
Okay. And you didn't say that you did either, okay? But you didn't say that you didn't. I'm sorry. So here's another one. I'm gonna get off of that. Along with the impotence, they say erectile dysfunction can happen. ED.
And you know, I can actually see that if you are one of those that are addicted to masturbation, because masturbation can become addictive.
Absolutely.
And that's a fact. And if you are roughhousing.
What's that?
Doing it too aggressively, then you might hurt yourself. For a man, you can hurt yourself. You know, squeezing too hard, rubbing too hard. You might.
I can believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say I can see that, but I don't see it right now.
Mm-hmm. You can see that, Gina?
No, I can't.
To your left.
I know of women that were addicted to masturbation. I remember we had our women's ministry at our church talked about. We had a night where just the women were there, and I bet that was it was where you can talk about a little bit of everything, because something that I think is wrong. A lot of churches, you can't talk about sex. You know, only thing you're hearing, no adultery, no fornicating, you know, and all things like this. But we live in this world, and if your female ministers and your male, if they don't talk to the females, and the pastors and the male ministers don't talk to the young brothers and older brothers, because you got some crazy older people out here as well, how are they going to really learn? Other than like these, you're going to get hairy palms, you're going to go blind, you're going to do this and things like that. These are things that really need to be talked about. And again, on the women's ministry, and I'm not talking about, you know, like, okay, we're going to have a whole sermon on talking about just out there sex. It's when I say we talked about it, we were able to talk about anything. And a couple of the women brought up, is masturbation wrong? Because you hear all these myths growing up, and you're in the church, and it's like, okay, hey, this one lady said she was in her late 30s. She said, I was addicted. I couldn't do my job. She's like, she was on her job, leaving her office, going into the stall to masturbate. She said she would go to public restrooms, like at a store, going to Walmart or something. And it's like, you know what? It's time. I got to go work this out. And she had to seek help for that. And then I've also heard the story of a woman telling her husband, you can't please me anymore. I do a better job doing it myself than you do.
So you brought up a lot of different aspects.
Mm-hmm. I have a question.
There are, and that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things you need to really talk about, and you know, the church kind of need to start talking to some of the young women and things.
How does the church view? How does the church view it? I mean, you're not hurting anyone else. You're not fornicating. You're not, you know, doing anything. So how does the church view it?
And before you answer that, you know, a lot of people worry that masturbation. It conflicts with their religious and spiritual beliefs. Mm-hmm. Like that. But masturbation is masturbation. It's not immoral or wrong. Self-pleasure is not immoral. Go ahead.
You waiting for me to say something?
Go ahead and answer the question.
I've been in different churches. I've been in the Church of God in Christ. I've been to Baptist churches, non-denomination, Catholic, you name it. And it just, even within the different denominations, it just depends on each individual church and how they're saying it. They can take a scripture and twist it. Yeah. But from what I know, when it talks about sex, it's normally talk in the Bible is about between two people, mm-hmm. a husband and a wife. So the Bible might not necessarily state
masturbation is not sex.
I was going to say that same thing. I don't think.
This is how it's brought up normally, and it talks about a man and a woman.
That's sex, yes.
And they're talking about. So okay.
But masturbation,
pornography, a form of sex and things like that.
It's not. That's not sex. I mean, you're watching someone in the act of sex, but you are not sex. Okay, you are not having sex. All right. It's.
You're pleasuring yourself in order to have an orgasm.
Pleasure.
You're pleasuring, but you're pleasuring yourself.
Yeah.
In order to have an orgasm.
You are supposed to please yourself, period. And whatever you do, you're pleasing yourself. Okay.
So that would be a good question. What your determination of sex is, what your definition is.
And see, some people don't feel
that it is, and some do.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to say. When you start coming into the different denominations and even the different churches in the same denomination, it's how you're interpreting the scripture, because they're pretty much is like husband and wife. And then a question came up where you're saying it's not necessarily sex. But then they talk about, you say, pornography is, anti-Christian and stuff like that. So then the next question on that is, can you men masturbate without thinking? Having thoughts in your head without having thoughts in your head of
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, and these are some of the things that are coming up. Maurice grew up in the church. Talk to us, Maurice. I didn't even give him a time to breathe.
But let me say this though. Let me say this, mm-hmm. because it sounds like, Marcy, what you're saying is some churches may view it as wrong, some may right, but it's stated that there are health benefits to it. So how can you actually say that it's wrong when there's health benefits to it?
I'm going to get to that.
There are a lot of things that are wrong, that could be wrong, that have health benefits. When you start talking about the Bible, that's a whole different, the Bible for Christians, Trump talking about, this could be healthy or not healthy. It's more about the moral standing of that. My churches, all the churches I've been in, they've always told us that it's wrong.
Period. Well, you know what? After the fact, you have a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
You don't care about nothing nobody say to you.
And then you have when
you just brought up a health benefit.
Mm-hmm,
you have insomnia and this and that. You're going to do that. You knocked out. You're getting your 8 hours, your 4 hours, whatever of sleep. Okay. Now, Marcella, the question to you is this: in your opinion, it's just a yes or no answer, not a long drawn out thing.
It's gonna be however I answer it.
No, I don't want a long drawn out. I'm gonna cut it off if it's long and drawn out.
That's fine.
Or no,
because it might not be a yes or no for me.
It's got to be a yes or no. It's a simple question. Do you think it's wrong?
Ken.
Yes or no? Do you think
7, 6, 5, 4?
I'm going to answer 2 when she's done.
2.
Okay. For me,
it's just that's 2 words already.
For me personally, I'm going to say, for my personal me. I can't speak for others.
You just want to cut the grain,
yes. I would say it's wrong for me. It's wrong for me.
Okay.
I didn't say for you. I said period.
But that's how I'm answering it.
You answered it, but that's how you answered. She answered it.
I answered it. Yes, for me.
Hold on. I just asked
for me.
In general, do you think masturbation is wrong? In general, I hear what I know about you.
I can't answer for other people and their bodies.
I'm not asking you to answer for other people. I'm asking you, in your opinion, do you think it's
in
wrong?
her defense? The answer is no, because if she feels it's wrong, then it's wrong. If it's wrong for her, then yes, it's going to be wrong. She just feels that it's wrong. In my opinion, I feel that it's wrong if you feel it's wrong. I remember the first time I did it, I felt like it was something wrong, and it was very uncomfortable to me. But if you feel that if you feel uncomfortable and you feel it's wrong, yeah, it's wrong for you. Mm-hmm. And that's anything you do. But
in my 20s, before all of this and becoming a Christian and all that, I didn't really think it was wrong. It was not something I regularly did, but to me at that point, it was healthy, learning my body. Mm-hmm. And and that's something that a lot of people say. You learn your body, you learn your likes and dislikes and things like that. When you get married, it's helpful because you can help your spouse. Like, hey, this is something that I enjoy, something I like, and things like that.
Go ahead, push that button, babe.
I didn't need to do that. I've never had to. This way, Maurice.
Yeah. But believe it or not, there are more teenagers, 14 to 17 years old, that masturbate.
They're learning their bodies.
They're learning their bodies. Those touches, those feels.
Well, I mean, shoot, first time, I was thinking, man, boy, my daddy don't nobody know nothing about this here. They don't know what they do. They old, They don't know nothing about this.
Old people, what you're saying? Older people don't?
Yeah, when I was younger, so they don't know nothing about this right here. We'll go get your little wiggle, jiggle and go.
Some fathers encourage their sons to do that, though. They have to learn how to control it. In your sleep, you're doing stuff in your sleep, and some. Well, back in the day, some fathers would encourage their sons to do it so that they wouldn't have ejaculate in their sleep. Hey, I don't know what they're doing now.
But it runs up to them now and jumps on them, so they don't have to worry about none of that no more.
See, y'all made some great points. People do it for different reasons. It helps them relax. They want to understand their body. They want to release
tension,
pressure, and tension. When their partner isn't around. But most people do it because it just feels good. It just feels good, And many people think it's only something who don't have a partner, but single people in relationships do it as well. Now that's a question that I wanted to pose to everyone. Do you think it's okay to do it when you're in a relationship?
Go on, Maurice. I want you to handle that one.
Well, hell yes. I mean, I'll just be truthful. I mean, you better,
You better.
You
better not.
What?
What did you say? You think it's wrong if you're in a
relationship? I said you better. If you're in a relationship, you need to release when you can release. I mean, sometimes your mate's not going to be wanting to release.
And it could be a turn on for your mate.
When you don't want to release, she might not want to release and vice versa.
Yeah, it could be. Sometimes it's foreplay.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is foreplay. Yeah, you're right about that, without a doubt.
So, yeah, and if you're in a relationship, I think it's something that you and your spouse or partner have established that this is something I like, let's do it. Or, I don't like that. We ain't doing that. So you establish whether or not you're going to do it in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions, Greg? Because this is the first time he ever been quiet.
Yeah, real quiet. I was noticing that too. But you know what?
Only reason I'm quiet is because. Go ahead.
I don't know most guys that would not want to see their woman masturbating or whatever, before you guys get together, because that's a person to them. So I don't know. I don't know. I ain't talking from experience, so don't even look there. I got some freaked out friends that talk freely.
Oh Lord, we're not going.
I think they like to see my reaction to stuff.
Here's another myth. They say that too much masturbation can cause mental illness.
BS.
Nope.
I don't know how that happened.
I think they go the other way. I mean, because how many people seen this on TV where these guys go crazy. They have been in jail, been incarcerated, and they don't want the jail booty no more. They want the real thing, and they go crazy. They go crazy. Just lose
jail booty.
The jail booty.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, I'm just being real.
Now, in researching earlier about I did see that too much. That there were cases of people masturbating too much and then having psychological effects from that.
I can't understand.
So I don't know if you say mental illness and psychological effects from that, but there were. I did see that there were different cases that were stated.
I don't understand. What would that do? Too much adrenaline running through. Too much blood coming from the brain. I don't get that one.
Maybe through the addiction. It's like now you can't really truly fully function. Like the friend that I said was at work constantly leaving her desk.
See, that's why I don't use the bathroom in public places.
Thank you. Leaving her desk at work, at the store, and
How do you tell if a person has a masturbation addiction? Okay, because you don't know. You just because they get up and go to the bathroom all the time, it's not a given that that's what they're doing.
No, I don't think you could just look at someone and tell.
This person shared her story with us.
Oh, damn!
How she was addicted. Because like I said, she was like she couldn't do her job. That was constantly on her mind.
But is it a sex addiction or is it a masturbation addiction? It could be
it was a masturbation addiction. It was like she did not need a man for that.
Wow.
She had her toys with her. She always had her toys with her on the job, in her purse.
What?
And it was like, you know what?
She has a problem.
You know what? Hold on. We're going to hold up on that letter and I'm going to run to this restroom. I'm in the grocery store. I'm going to grab some bananas and some grapes. You know what? Oh, here's the restroom. I got it in my purse.
Hold on. I got to write this down. What do grapes do?
No, you're just in the grocery store and you had to go and masturbate. I just said you're in the store.
That's a new shit. Okay.
Use your imagination. Where can they go?
I don't know.
You put cream on top, okay? Just put some cream on top of them grapes.
No, that's cream on top. If you got a partner, all of that's cool. She said with the masturbation, bananas and grapes. So
I just told you what to do with the grapes.
She just happened to be in the produce department and she needed to go to the restroom.
She was thinking about some produce.
No, she wasn't, but she was thinking about masturbating.
But
Core has a very attractive bottle.
I was gonna say that's small and thin and
this bottle is not small and thin. Okay, you couldn't take it.
Don't tell us that when you throw that bottle away, it comes back as a sex toy.
You know what? Don't give a boy no ideas.
Oh,
oh my! But in all honesty,
you guys, shaking it.
You would not understand to what depth some people do go into masturbation. Some people have used cucumbers, hot dogs. So when Marcy talk about being in the produce.
No, you guys took it the wrong way.
No, but it's true though, Marcy. It does happen. It does happen. There are instances when those type of things are being used.
What the hell?
Okay, so Gina, what you're saying is this: when you go to the grocery store, you have to have your regular list and your masturbation, right? Let's see. I'm gonna get some bananas.
Well, you know what?
Pudding, then I'm
When
gonna get
you
some bananas for the masturbation.
That's right. When you go to the grocery store now and you see them women hanging around in the produce.
Oh Lord, y'all
They waiting on Big G. That's what they wait.
Look at Maurice.
Go to Kroger's no more. And walk up in that shop. Oh no, I want mine fresh off the farm.
But I'm serious though. I mean,
get no corn cob or nothing.
People say there's some health, and Gina mentioned that health benefits to masturbate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to tell anybody to do it or not to do it, okay? And we're gonna get back to it because there's a question I got to ask about that on the religious aspect that Marcy did not answer. But
Jeff coming in, that's the pastor.
Pardon me?
Jeff coming in, that's the minister.
Look, reducing stress is part of the health benefits. It releases tension.
Yeah,
it helps you sleep. Okay. Now scientifically it says it boosts concentration. Okay, it elevates your mood. It relieves menstrual cramps. It alleviates pain and it improves your sex life. Cool. That's what it says with medical news today. Is what I read all of that from. Okay, Bella Bonita says we're showing out tonight. Bella Bonita, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay?
And everything you just mentioned, Greg, also regular exercising does all of that as well.
Yeah,
I just stated that. I just wanted to.
Okay, but you know what?
But you don't have that ultimate.
Exercise. Everybody gonna regularly exercise. Most
you don't have that. You don't have that.
I don't see anything wrong. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you, I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay,
you get to swerve on.
There's nowhere in the Bible that says that you're not supposed to masturbate. Okay,
it doesn't talk about masturbation, but what it does, it tells you things you can and should do.
Okay, and is that one of them?
It doesn't talk specifically about masturbation. That's what I'm saying. It does not talk about specifically masturbation.
I heard you, but you seem to be disassociated with that. Okay, and
I just don't know. What I'm saying is, I just don't do it. I don't have a need to do that.
And that's fine. That's
all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a need to do that. So I
don't have a need to do it either. But hey. Whatever. If I wake up in the morning, all right, and the covers are all askew.
He said the covers are all askew.
The covers are all
askew. He didn't say stiff or messed up. He said all askew.
If the covers are all askew, and I'd say maybe the power went out that night and the fan ain't going, the air conditioner off, and the covers are all askew once again, and all of a sudden I get up and just bump it, just bump it, and then all of a sudden it's like I think of. I ain't gonna say what I think of, but I think of stuff, and I'm not saying me personally either. I'm just saying I'm giving an example, okay? And then you hit it. You go ahead on and do it, okay? Now another misnomer is this: it hurts.
It never hurt me.
That's what I'm saying. Has it ever hurt you, Gina?
Never hurt me.
I mean, you're in charge of what you're doing. If you're not going to hurt yourself.
If you try to take the Chrysler building and go up there with it, you're going to have some problems.
But didn't one of y'all say, I think it was you, Marcy, again, I'm not picking on you. I'm just.
That's good. If you're very aggressive, if you are very aggressive.
Okay, now what is aggressive when you masturbate? It's like you like for women.
Like I said, it's good to you.
Like I said,
you're holding yourself too tight. You're thrusting too tight. For the woman, like Gina said, sometimes some women use different things. They can have a dildo, or they can have another other type of toy or something, and you might, it feels good, like you said. And if you're too rough with yourself, you're in the midst of it, it's like, oh my God, and you might hurt yourself.
Now it's something that you just said. And again, now I'm picking on you. You just said, oh my God. Okay, now you put God into this. Okay, now you're masturbating and now you're calling out God's name. Okay, call it.
Okay, look,
I can't with you today.
Look. I grew up in the church, and one of the things they never said, masturbation, but you knew you weren't supposed to be playing with sex. Period.
I said that, but they saying it's not sex.
No, that's not what we said, Marcella. I asked you a question. Was it sex? Okay, don't say that's not. That's what we said.
Some people say it is sex.
You weren't supposed to be going in that orientation because that leads to another. One thing leads to another. Then you want to experience it, and once the wick is lit, it ain't going out till you die.
Yeah. A lot of people do say it leads to other things, and so it's in the church it's practice abstinence. Abstinence means sex, masturbation. That's all of that. Anything that's going to bring out those urges. And so some people do consider it sex, some people don't, and you just have to, like I said, you go with your own gut.
The church teaches you to redirect your mind.
Right.
Go and pray. Go read the Bible.
Yep.
Go talk to the elder. If you're a female, the mothers of the church, or go talk to the elders of the church. Unfortunately, nowadays, those are the wrong people to go talk to.
I was going to say, we had a conversation about something similar to that.
And that's not all churches, but not all churches. But unfortunately, those are the ones like, baby, go get all you can get.
Right.
Do what you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And, so.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
So how long should a person, the average person, not should, how long do you think the average person goes without sex or goes without pleasuring themselves?
Oh, I went what, over a year. Like,
without
that's all.
Without without having sex or without pleasuring yourself?
Both.
Something wrong with y'all.
It's in the mind. It's in the mind. It is in the mind.
Yeah.
Like it really is. You condition yourself to not want to have those pleasures, or you waiting for that special person. It's easy to do.
Okay,
you have some teenagers that practice abstinence.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. All right, when I was younger, I'd say in my teens, late teens, early 20s and stuff, man. And there was a moment. There was just a moment after. See, she keep it at 100 hours. There was a moment in my life where
it was abuse.
After I got to me,
beat it to death.
After my marriage, after I got out of my marriage, there was a drought. I had a little, I'd say 3-4 week drought, right?
Oh no!
And I turned on the television, and there go Wilma Flintstone in that short ass skirt, man.
Oh no!
And then Betty came over. And I'm trying not to think about
No.
Ted says masturbation is the new meditation. Wait, that's what Ted said.
Who was Ted?
That's what Ted said. You see that? That's what Ted said.
Who's Ted?
So Ted is that the public speaker. It's a motivational speaker.
What's going on there, Angel?
I've listened to a lot of his CDs, and I've purchased a lot of TED books. Very motivational, but I've never read that one.
Hey, if Uji pop on today, instead of doing power to the people, let's do power to the people. Power to the people, bro. Power to the people. Power to the people.
No, Maurice's little comment was
what?
Absolutely. Porn. It's an imagination. Tree, we think alike. Thank you. We think alike.
Oh, poor baby.
But no, why's it got to be poor baby? You sound, see, when you're saying that Greg is just the worst guy ever. I
didn't say you're a pervert or nothing like that.
But can you imagine? Can you imagine
I'm going to cry now? That's what I'm.
Can you imagine if you're with your significant other or someone you've been dating for a while, and then all of a sudden, you guys are, trying to get that on, and then he just pull that out and start doing that?
No, I ain't never done that.
But that's what I have done. I've done the other stuff.
Now I done petted one up, but I ain't never done that. Dad just pulled it out and just went to yak.
You mean that would be a complete turn off?
Ooh, I don't know what the hell happened with the girls.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. There was a friend, and I truly hope she's not watching. But there was a friend, a girl that I was trying to talk to. Felicia says, been there, experienced it, Gina.
Whoa.
She lived out of town. I didn't have no problem getting out of town. I used to travel a lot, and she was telling me about her past relationship, and she said one time. Well, I hope she ain't watching. She said one time, because she don't know it's her. One time, Felicia said there was nothing wrong with her. Bet. One time she was before they even the first time they did it, they took her to dinner, took her to a hotel, and first thing he did was work a jerk. All right, he was going at it, and she was so turned off that was the first and the last time. All right, now there's another friend of mine that says she got. I wasn't trying to talk to her. She said she got so turned on because when the guy did it, he allowed her to participate with her.
That's totally different.
Yeah. Right. She's participating. If he's just doing his own thing, like here.
I'm just saying.
Right, exactly.
She watched for a while. It's too late. Tree said, don't say it. She made me watch.
It is too late, Tree.
I know she watching, and
it's too late.
But it is what it is. If we here at Dope Living TV Live, we don't hide nothing. We don't hide it.
Play the video.
I can't play the video.
What video are we talking about?
You can't play the video?
I can't play it on here. I can play it from my phone, but I can't play it on here because I have to download it, and then everything start freezing up and all of that stuff. If you had sent this to me earlier, I could have played this. How long is the video anyway?
A minute.
Let me see what
the video?
I'll keep talking about it. Don't worry about it, Marcella. Don't worry about it.
I'm not Catholic. I'm not Catholic. Let me throw some holy water on myself.
Marcella, you find me one of those close your leg videos, okay? You ain't got to show. You ain't got to.
Oh God, she over there sweating, y'all. She like, what is in that video?
Hey, when we were talking earlier, I talked earlier to some people, and they know each and every person on this panel, and the spotlight is on Marcella. Okay, everybody want to know how is she going to react to you, Greg? Okay, so far Greg has been really nice. It's only been 30 minutes though.
Oh Lord Jesus, who are these people?
They know each and every person. They said Gina's gonna be partial, Maurice gonna join in with you, Greg. Okay, so far he hasn't. Okay, they said.
What do you mean? I mean, other than the chick walking in there and y'all in the hotel room and you getting off before she do. I'm not doing that.
Wasn't me, but
okay. I'm saying with the story.
Because look, I'm gonna tell you, man. With me, what you see with me is what you get. All right, Hannah. Look, I'm not gonna walk in as exhibiting that right off the bat. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, we doing our thing because I want to get to you. All right, but when we doing our thing, everything's cool. All of that. All right. Now, if she go to sleep, I might on the sidelines. If I'm ready again. Because generally it takes a man a couple of minutes to get back to where he was going. But if she
wake her up. Wake her up. Yeah, come.
I gave up NyQuil.
Get up, girl.
Not in that manner. There are ways you can come and
get up,
rub her back or something, and get her.
I will pop in the
get
her. Girl, wake up!
Bam, don't come in there swinging. Get up.
There are ways you can get the woman.
I knew this was gonna be crazy.
Interested. There are ways you can get the woman.
I'm gonna be like this. Hold on. I'm gonna be like this. I gotta show y'all. Hold on. No, I ain't gonna show you.
My goodness.
I'm gonna come in walking. I'm gonna be like, you sleep? You woke? It's the forehead right there.
Y'all play the nut rolls if y'all want to. Okay.
It will be a nut roll. That's a great word.
Nut roll. Mm-hmm.
It will be the nut roll. Oh, what video, guys? I'm gonna play it, Tree.
I know Tree. I'm like, I don't know.
Look at that. Felisa said, "I'm watching you, Marcella. You cool." Hey, Felisa, she cool now. Okay.
What? She want to see the
play that video.
She want
Wait till he play that video.
She want to see the porno.
No, I didn't say that. Oh, is it porno for real?
No.
You gonna cut it off?
No. Okay. No, Marcella.
All right, thank you.
You gonna cut it off, Marcella? I'm trying to download it now as we talking, okay? Because
well, you know what? This is a natural thing. Yeah. It is a natural thing. You know, it's a lot of ways you could take this subject and turn it in different ways. I mean, you got people walk through their house butt naked. Do you consider that wrong? Do you consider that masturbation?
No, that is not
wrong
what I'm saying? At all. Ask me why. No.
So you know, this is just as natural
until you have kids.
It's downloading.
I don't have no kids.
I'm just saying, when you have kids, all let go.
Rest in peace to your son, by the way. You had a kid. You're not oblivious to what we're talking.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I didn't say no. I said at this point I don't have kids.
You said at this point, I'm sorry.
Right. And when my grandkids went home on the weekends with their mom, hey. Oh, dang, Tree. Oh, it is. It's almost 8 o'clock. Oh my Lord. Oh, let me get some more holy water. Hold on. Let me see.
It used to be a time limit. Now it's no time limit anymore.
Now we
throw it on out there.
I'm gonna tell you. All Marcella throwing on her is bath water. They ain't no damn holy water. You know good and well that ain't no holy water.
I don't believe in holy water anyway, so I'm not Catholic.
That's Gary water.
I don't do that either.
You really going to hell.
That Gary water might do something to you. You better be careful.
You don't do Gary water?
I don't live in Gary, and I don't do Gary water.
Let me see if I can add this video clip back.
I live in Gary and I don't do Gary water.
Back when it was Gary Hobart water, that was some of the best water in the country.
Yeah.
But now that's not.
That's not the case anymore?
They got what?
You know what?
Who?
It's not Gary Hobart Water Company anymore. It's somebody else.
No, it's not. But when I had my fish aquarium, and when I would change my aquarium and then the fish would be floating on their back, that told me not to drink the water.
Wow.
That's a good sign.
So I've been drinking bottled water ever since.
That's flavored water, girl. That's Tree Sweet drinks. What are you talking about?
She ain't gonna have you laying on your back.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna leave that alone because I know his mind right there. Look, I know Greg's mind. Look, I look right up at Greg like, okay, I know he's gonna do something with that.
Mary Angel says Gary water was awful. Tested like bleach. Ugh.
Yeah, they did put a lot of bleach in it. Yeah, they did used to be real heavy on the bleach.
Yeah, I mean, I remember people used to come from out of town and they stand there at our sink at the house and drink a gallon of water. It seemed like
I used to drink from the faucet.
Right, he come out of the faucet cold and tastes good.
For all who Gina, I saw this earlier and I said I was gonna download this, but everybody, look, this is Gina's subject. She brought this up today. Okay, so
I did.
Whatever Gina asked,
she
I did.
Oh, that I did. She said.
Whatever Gina asked, I'm gonna play. Tree, Mary Angel, all of y'all. Wait a minute before I do it. Tree said, "Oh hell."
Ditto what she said. I can't say that. Ditto what she said.
Everybody, we are talking.
You're queuing it up.
Thank you, Tree.
We are talking. She's talking about you though. We talking about oh look, my pending post was declined from they declined in my post. We said it was gonna do that yesterday too.
Yes, we did. But that's okay. They can't stop us from talking.
Let me see.
So what happened?
No,
they wouldn't let him post our subject.
Oh, because we are visual. Now, if it was podcasting, they would have let me do it. There's one of these people that did, but I've shared this to Africa. I've shared this to Dubai. I've shared this all over the place because they need to know.
Oh, you done took us international. Oh, Lord.
No, they need to know too because, like often Dubai and in the desert,
you know what? They
get dry.
They do some freakier things than we do.
They do. I just saw a big article, video about Dubai. How they talk about the Muslim and stuff like that, but they got an underground whole
Freak
secular
show.
lifestyle that is crazy.
That's run by kids. The children of these
Millionaires.
Millionaires.
I'm talking about 19, 20, 20 in the 20s. Children of these millionaires, they got the nightlife. They got that nightlife that goes on all the time. Okay. I should have Jordan on here to tell y'all about it. Okay.
Actually, this needs to be run in Afghanistan so they can release some pressure.
Well, let me find out. But in the meantime, Gina wants y'all to know 6 easy masturbation hacks.
Okay.
For men. I'm gonna find some for women though.
And anyway, roll it.
Here we go.
Welcome. Y'all welcome. You're welcome.
Go next. Go next.
You're welcome. You're gonna thank me later.
She was at her hometown. Hi, y'all. I'm in Wisconsin, unfortunately, but I love my city. Mary Angel looks at that and says, "Whoa,
Chocolate City."
You know what the?
She said what?
She says, well.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it happened. Actually,
now, one thing I can't say, I don't know about that taffy crap. I ain't never seen that before. I mean, never,
I'm telling you, I told you, people were gonna learn something on this show today.
Well, I ain't know nothing about no tapping. If there's any fellas out there that know about tapping, key on up and let us know what the heck. They talking about it's gonna be like crazy orgasm out of that. I ain't never, ever know nothing about no tapping.
Tree said it's so true though. So yeah, man, look, I be.
Do you like it, baby?
Is he tapping?
Do you like it, baby?
I know one thing. He better not come back like smiling. He better not come back smiling.
Like it,
or sighing and all that. I can't stand him.
Feeling better now.
Y'all tapped out?
No, I can't.
I can't. We're gonna try that tap.
He all tapped out. He acting all nutty.
I'm blind.
No pun intended.
I'm blind, and my palms are hairy. I got all of the symptoms. Hold on.
Oh my goodness!
All at the same time.
No,
Marcella, pass me some of that holy water, please.
Need some holy water.
Oh my gosh! I can't take y'all.
Gonna sleep good tonight, though.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, that was quick.
Okay, Trey.
That was a quick one. Sometimes it don't take long. Okay. Hey man, when back in the day, men and women, when you guys did it, some people, like for me, I didn't have to think of anybody, but when I did think of somebody, it was on like a mug. All right. And it just went quicker. My I'm not gonna tell y'all who I thought of, okay, because she might be listening too. But who would you think of?
What's the question?
Who would you think of when you in that moment when you think, man, I wish I was with so and so, and then you get to you know.
I think of my fiance.
I ain't talking about now. I'm talking about before.
Back then.
You just told off on yourself, so you probably did it before the show, didn't you? Oh, she froze.
Everybody put their hands up and hold them up the rest of the show. Because Tree said that was real quick with Greg, but we have not seen his hands the whole show. We have not seen his hands the entire show.
Absolutely.
And that stool has been rocking back and forth now.
Absolutely.
Wait, what is that noise?
There you go, Maurice. There you go, man.
Maurice, you okay? He tapping it out.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I think each of us should take a moment.
Say what?
I think each of us should take a moment. Let's take a let's
He needs a moment.
I am crying. I'm over here crying.
Okay, I'm going to pull my Bible out. I'm going to start.
Oh my gosh.
Gina,
What is happening right now?
Gina, you want to use the Bible? What you going to fold the pages?
All right. I'm back.
You all right? Yeah.
I'm good. See that? See my head? Look at that.
Maurice, I'm not gonna let you beat me.
I can't take them. I cannot take
the opinions and the actions that are expressed and done on Dope Living Live are not necessarily the opinions and actions of those on Dope Living Live or their affiliates or Marcella Camille Amos.
Throw Gina Gatson in there. Throw Gina Gatson
or
in there.
Gina. No, Gina. You've been saying some stuff. Or Gina Gatson.
Wait a minute.
Or Gina Gatson.
Give me a minute. I can't breathe.
Gina, I can't see your hands either. I'm gonna do my hands just like this. I'm gonna do my hands just like this.
Y'all are hilarious. Oh, he want to take a long time now, huh?
You hear him? Listen.
Oh my gosh.
That's great. That's great. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. I am through with y'all. Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm in the loony farm right now.
We are. You okay, Greg?
I'm good. I'm gonna always be good. I pop back in 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the core moment.
I'm gonna tell you that's why.
It's the core moment of the day.
Core water makes you pop back. It makes you come back in a minute. You know, normally it take you 25, 30 minutes and you go to sleep, you wake up and you still ain't ready. Okay, but core water, it is perfectly balanced pH purified water. Okay, and you know what I'm saying?
You snap back,
dude. Recycled plastic. It's 100% recycled plastic. So they're doing their part for the environment and
come back as a rubber.
No, if you throw this away, all right. If you throw this away instead of using that soap that old boy carved out, man, this comes back.
Man, that's another one. I'm like, what the hell? What happened?
It comes back. Actually, it won't even be recycled. You can just empty the bottle and use this, brothers. Put a towel in there.
No.
Good to go.
No.
Yes,
that's a small opening.
Man.
I can see somebody walking in the hospital with that attached to it.
Opening. Marcy, don't.
Send me to the ER.
I can see it now.
Marcy must.
Yeah, they've had that.
Marcy must like horses because that's not a small opening.
Oh Lord.
Okay, let's get back to the facts. Okay, let's get back to the facts. I'm sorry, everybody. My crew is just a base. They have just taken it to the wrong place. Okay, look, some people might be embarrassed. They might feel They might feel ashamed about talking about this. All right, evidently we here at Dope Living TV ain't ashamed of nothing. Okay, but it's normal, y'all. Masturbation is normal, and sometimes it's healthy, and it's nothing to feel guilty about. It will not make you blind. Well, some people. It won't make you blind. It won't cause you physical or mental health problems. I don't care what nobody says. And actually, scientists say that it has more health benefits than it does detractors. Okay. So it's only a problem when it starts to interfere with your life, when it starts to interfere with your relationships, your work. You know, some people do it so much, and then they, you know, the alarm that went off, they get up in the morning, they handle their business, and then they go back to sleep, and that alarm's still going off again, you know, the snooze button. And by the time they wake up, half the day gone because they missed their work. All right, that's when it becomes a problem. All right, not necessarily an addiction, but it's a problem because now you're doing it and it's starting to affect your livelihood. Okay, and in that case, maybe you should speak to somebody. I mean, it's not bad to speak to anybody. I was the guy that never wanted to talk to anybody, a therapist or anything like that. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to let it out. Talk to somebody about anything that's bothering you, anything. And you know, if masturbation is a problem for someone, and Marcy, we clowned a little bit, all right. But you know, you made a lot of great points. Moral convictions are basically, you know, sometimes the right convictions. All right. Angie's still standing, says it's very normal, and I agree. It is very normal, but you know, for not for everybody, you know, and you know, don't let me persuade anybody to go. Greg said it's okay to masturbate, so everybody going. I walk out the door and I slip on some masturbation stuff. I don't want anybody to think that everything that we're saying is truth. Again, this is just our opinions, okay? Not the views of DopelivenTV or its affiliates. It's just our opinions, okay? And we like to discuss things. We like to have fun discussing, okay? Bree, you commenting a whole lot tonight, boy. She says it's healthy. She says it's healthy, and then she said, "Indeed, it's very healthy." That's why she ain't on right now with us. You know, normally Tree would pop on and everything like that, but no, Tree is she's getting healthy. So, Tree, I love you. I love the family. Okay, she's helping her daughter.
Gina, Tree,
Yes.
we're going to end up beating Greg up one of these days. I can see it coming already.
And I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you. I'm definitely going to let you. I'm just going to lay there too. Y'all can beat me. Maurice, I said beat me.
Didn't you see me?
I was not responding to that at all.
Tree says you're probably not saying anything if someone is already doing. Of course. Angie says it's all about your personal preference, okay? And if you don't have a problem with it, you know, and you don't take it, you know, everybody don't have to know your business. You don't take it outside the house. You don't take it outside, you know, down the block or whatever, okay? It's what you do. It's what people do in their privacy of their own homes, in their own personal space. Okay, so
some people.
I corrected it, Tree. I know you're doing what's up with Nye. You want to punch me? She wants to punch me because I said you can do it in the stands too. And so who brought that up? Somebody said, I think Marcy brought it up. And she said that some people that are addicted, they got devices that they take with them, and I guess
you got the little bullet, you got the regular size dildo, you got all. It's a whole bunch out there.
Okay, Marcy, I don't want you to sound so learned at that.
Like you have experience or something with that, you know?
No, I've been in a couple of those shops, and
Marcy, give us the website.
I went with 2 cousins, and they put me out the shop because I'm a nerd, so I was questioning. So what is this? Well, what do you do with this? Well,
they
what's
put
that
you
for?
out the shop, Marcy. They
my
threw you out.
My 2 cousins told me I was embarrassing them. I'm like, look, I'm trying to.
They got Marcy.
What's this?
Picture posted in the shop.
I bet you we can find it on Wikipedia, man.
I just had questions. I didn't know, things, the mask on your face, and you just got a little slit for your. I'm like, well, what's that for? That's for bondage. And what's this for? And so what's this little bitty thing here? And so what do you? Oh, okay. What's this powder for? Oh, I learned a lot until they put me out and they made me go back to the car.
So I was like, camped out at the porn shop.
It wasn't a porn shop.
Right now, what?
It was a lingerie and toy shop, but I was like, they put me out.
They had one right there on US 30.
Priscilla? You talking about Priscilla's?
Yep.
Let's keep it 100, Marcy. We older people right now, So back in the day when they had the video stores, okay, you was the one that went through that curtain all the time, right? All the way back to the porn movies, wasn't it?
No, I was the one that made the porn movies.
Whoa. Whoa. You didn't see that coming?
No, that's a joke. That's a joke. No.
Dang,
No.
that was a curve.
Why would I go?
Made me sit up in my seat.
Tree, exactly. Pictures come out. Go ahead.
I was joking, everyone. That was a jokey joke.
Marcy, you worked that pole back in the day too, didn't you?
Oh,
I'm just asking. You said you made the movies. You the pole was
that was a joke.
You sure?
Hmm.
Everybody.
No, I did not work the pole.
Let me look up.
Look it up.
I'm going to look up. What was your stage name?
Angel.
Angel Marcy. Marcy Angel. Okay, hold on. Let's see if she in there.
It'd be funny if there's somebody by that name, wouldn't it?
Oh.
What would be funnier if it's your picture?
You will not see my picture.
Look at that. Patricia said, whoa, Marcy.
I've always been a very private person. Not unless pictures were taken that I didn't know about.
But where are they now, though?
Yeah.
The only pictures taken were my husband did.
And y'all not together.
Where are they now?
Thank you. Gina, please, hold on. Let me move her up there with you. Hold on.
Oh, I know he wasn't the only one who saw him because a couple of people told me that they saw him. I was like, oh.
Gina, look to your left and ask her that question.
Tree Sweet said she called her Cinnamon.
Talking about me. Come bite them. Come bite all of them. Come bite them.
Oh my gosh.
I got my tiger next to me.
Like what? Angie says first time she went to the store, she was scared and trying hard not to run into anyone she knew. She since learned it's okay to be comfortable with your sexuality. Love freaky dinky. Go ahead, old Angie. Sectionalities, all of that.
And I've been into the stores with different friends of mine that were getting married, and they wanted to register for before they got married and for their wedding and stuff. And I've been in there with them because some of the stuff after being with my cousins, I knew what some of those things were, and then and of course with the lingerie and stuff.
But you know what? Let's get back to this masturbation story, okay? You women, you buy. Y'all call them toys, but my kid can't play with them. So what?
Adult toys.
Okay, adult toys. What? Why do you need toys?
Might want to go to the next. They want to go to the next phase.
And they're just different, different feelings. Like you have the vibrators, then you have the different sizes and the.
I love the fact that Marcy got all the information. She got all the answers. Marcy got all the answers. Go ahead, Marcy.
I don't have all the answers. You asked a question. I'm just answering some of the things. Like
now, Marcy is going to research. So I am not surprised.
Where did she go? To her closet?
No, I don't have that stuff anymore.
Was it in that box? In that box
anymore?
She said anymore.
Well, the toys I never had, but clothes. Yeah.
What about porn and masturbating?
What about what?
Porn and masturbating.
Porn.
We're gonna have to check Tree, y'all, for real.
Yeah.
I'm not too kosher with porn, y'all.
I don't do that. I never was into that at all.
What is it a turn off for you guys or what?
I just feel like if my man gotta go to porn, I'm not doing something right.
Hello.
Wait a minute, it's not no, cause they go both ways. Yeah, a man and a woman is there.
Yeah, I just yeah. I mean, that's what a person uses it for, to get in the mood,
aroused, and
right. And so
I've never
tell
been
me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I need to. Tell me what you like.
I like that right there on the TV.
But see, that's
right there. See that right there. Watch it. Pow, pow, pow. That right there.
But see, that's the thing. When it was also in here, I read it somewhere where when you're, especially for women, when you're masturbating, you're learning your body, and then you come to your mate later and tell him, it makes the sexual experience better, because you're telling him, this is what I like, this is my spot, okay, this is where you need to hit me, this is where you need to do this, do that, okay. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I made that comment earlier.
Yep.
I can be her on the TV.
Ah,
Of course, yeah. What you see on TV? Maybe the woman might come back and say, "Hey, yeah, I can do that too."
But he can just so easily kind of communicate and tell you something that he might like to do. But you don't have to sit there and then too, it can go the opposite direction.
right.
Where she got a leg back behind the head and over here and this and that, and you'd be like, that's them. That ain't coming here in our household.
Man, I used to could. I can't anymore. You know, when you get older, you can't. You don't. You're not as limber.
You're not.
No.
See, I mean, you know what? I guess I'm cool. I can. Well, let me shut up.
Well, you don't have Cialis and Viagra for women, do you?
I don't use Cialis or Viagra. Porn can be very educational. So there you go, Lanita. Talk about that, man. It can be. I mean, as far as in that aspect, okay, it could be educational.
I think that's just a personal choice. It just depends on the different people. So and that's what masturbation, porn, and anything sexual. Period. It just depends on the person, who they're with, and all of that.
Yeah, and your likes and dislikes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So anybody, is porn wrong?
For Christians, we are taught that it is.
In general,
I feel it is. Mm-hmm. I don't like I said, I don't care much for it. I think that it ties into our subject yesterday. I think, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like there's some women that's doing it not because they want to. There's some that's doing it because they're trying to make a living. I think a lot of it, some of it is they're doing it for the wrong reasons. I just don't like it. I've never liked it.
I mean, I've personally known professional porn people. I have,
Oh, now Maurice's door is opening. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, they actually, you would actually, if you sit down and talk to them, you're not that all that stigma. What's all that noise?
That was your door opening. You need some oil.
He is sick in the head. Something wrong with Craig.
I said, what the hell is that? But I mean, sitting down and talk to them, you wouldn't even think,
Have they ever said the reason why they got into porn?
Money. Period.
So you make a lot of money doing that.
Make a lot of money. If you got the body built for it, they do it, and they make a lot of money.
Lenita said it's no porn stars that have educational how-to videos. There are some. She's absolutely right. It's a personal preference, says Tree.
Yeah,
Gina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of those.
Gina.
No, I was gonna say that some of that is fake.
Sure, that's what. Well, it is. It's a show. I mean, all of it's fake. If you think about it, yeah.
Yeah,
it's fake. All of it is fake. I mean, they'll tell you in a heartbeat. It's not all. Not all that. I mean, but most of it.
You got the fluffers or something. Is that what they call them? The fluffers or something that get you
ready.
Erect, and then it's like, get you ready, and then it's like, okay, now go and.
Yeah. I mean, because some of those guys that learn how to, lock back. I mean, one brother I told him, say, man, you just don't know. You know how much control you have to do them porns? Because you have to do scenes over and over and over and over again. Especially if it involves more than one girl. So
it's fake.
So they taking every 10, 20 minutes, huh?
Yeah, so they stopping. They stopping. Them take a breather. Like Cat Williams say, your stroke count.
I'm disappointed.
And stop.
Yeah.
It's fake.
That's fake.
It's all a business.
Yeah, it's about making money.
Mm-hmm.
Give the illusion of what you think.
Look at the guy that was just in the news for molesting and raping women, and he was a porn star, and everybody was like, "Hold up, you're a porn star, and you
getting paid to do it, and you still." Well, again, it goes back to what we were talking about yesterday. This dude, he getting it every day, twice on Sundays, But that ain't what he liked. That ain't what he liked.
He went out to rape people.
Exactly.
So this is fake.
Yeah. It's fake.
You don't see what I'm seeing.
I know what you saw. I know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I'm looking cartoon porn. That's all. No, this is It's the Dope Living shirts. That's all. No, but my thing, my question.
Most of those girls get pumped up for a reason. They get pumped up, boobs, butts. They get all that. They get all that for a reason.
So they're not actually.
It's not to make them feel good. Make the sex better. You know what I'm saying?
Engaging. What you guys are telling me, they're not actually engaging when we see these pornos.
Actually, they have some of them have husbands and wives, and they tell you they engage with. I don't know how they turn that off. I don't know how you would turn that off, but they actually have their partners, and that's who they really make love to. Supposedly go to work all day and then come home and get off with your spouse. I don't understand that.
And again, that again is a personal preference. Just like Tree said, it's a personal preference.
Yeah. In Texas, I mean,
is it illegal in places?
It's very legal in Las Vegas. I wish Chris was on here. He'd tell you.
What's illegal?
We know it's legal there. Everything is legal. I mean, I wouldn't say everything, but yeah. Prostitution, brothels, all that's legal out there.
Oh, okay. I thought you said illegal. I was like, all the stuff that's going on out there.
Yeah, Vegas is like Sin City. That's why I call it Sin City.
Yeah,
but it's it's a preference. It's whatever. I thought this was going to be an uncomfortable conversation for some, but it hasn't been. You guys have come through like champs, man, for real.
I mean, having the fun at the beginning,
People need to know, though. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we still haven't tackled here on the show, and people really, really, really need to understand. Not just from our perspective, but we want to be able to create a light so that somebody can say, they said this on here. Let me check this out. You know what I mean? Marcy gave a plethora of good information. All right. I like I said, I have to put some humor into it. All right. So that this won't be a dead show. But you said a lot of good things that got me thinking about some stuff, because personally, I was a little offended when you said, Maurice, you've been to church like Greg is a heathen.
I didn't mean it that way.
I mean, you may not have meant it that way, but that's the way it felt.
Go on, you heathen.
I'm glad Maurice on. Okay, Maurice, I know you've been to church. All right, Greg, you've been Clayman's Baptist Show Club. I don't know, but.
Well, the reason why I said Maurice, because Maurice mentioned a month or two ago that he grew up in the Church of God in Christ,
and that's
one of the most strict.
Yeah,
right?
The women can't wear lipstick, they can't wear pants, they can't,
no makeup,
no none of that.
Fragrance, only jewelry is your wedding ring and your watch.
As close as you get to Muslim as you possibly
right, and that's why I said, well, let's see what Maurice. Because I came up in Kojic Church.
Yeah, Kojic Church ain't no joke. I mean, they actually a little bit more lax now.
Some churches.
Yeah, some of the Kojic churches are.
Yeah, because I know one church I went into in Gary, and
now Gary don't play around.
It had a sign, you can't
no pants.
Don't come in that sanctuary with pants.
If you're a woman.
And they're like, I'm like, oh wait.
Yeah, they've gotten away from that.
So not all.
Not all of them.
Not all. This is like last year.
Preacher will get PO'd.
No, they won't even let you come in. They will stop you. And it was like, you can't feed your baby a bottle, and definitely don't think about breastfeeding, even if you got a whole cover.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, don't
move, don't breathe.
That's the kind of church I grew up in, and that's probably where most of my nerdiness came from.
Is breastfeeding masturbation?
No.
I just asked.
Not self-gratification, and it's a couple of you guys.
But Tree says, on a serious note, there are some people out in the world that take masturbation to a sick level, like fantasizing about girls, boys, teens, R. Kelly, men and women, adults, that locks their face and body in the back of the head. And
subliminal message.
I sometimes worry about that with myself and my daughter. Okay. You have to be careful. She's absolute positive. People do take it. People put, there's been things seen on TV and movies and this and that where you see these guys sitting in the corner lusting after these young girls
in the parks where the kids are on the swings and things.
and people perpetuate that in these movies and stuff like that too. I don't think that there's certain things, look, create your movies, create your shows and this and that. You'll never see a film from me depicting anybody that's doing anything like that, molesting, masturbation, stuff like that. Okay, you might see later on when I get up to be a bigger filmmaker, a lot of sex. Okay, but you may not see you're never going to see anything that's debased, no drugs, no none of that stuff. I don't roll with that. Okay, I don't do that. Okay, I want to make sure that this platform, as well as anything that we touch, it has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? It shows you one side, of course, but it takes you to the other side, and that's why we have who we have here. It's amazing how God put this together, and I don't question it. Okay, Lanita says, I had a conversation with my child telling him that what you see on porn, do not be trying that on a girl. First, you're too young to be watching this. Now, when you're grown, you ask and make sure she understands what you are asking. Mm-hmm. I say, give them the condom at 4 years old. Let them know what it's about. And
hey,
no, I'm joking. Don't get no kid no condom.
Listen. We used to have condoms. Me and Marianne, before we had condoms in the room, right? And Steven, the youngest boy, he come in there. He asked what it is. Well, we broke him down and told him. Told exactly what is up. What's up?
Man, my son asked me, man, I filled that sucker up with water, man. I said, man,
problem is you don't want where you put their mouth on there, blowing the mugs up and all that stuff.
I filled it up with water. I didn't blow it. No pun intended. We did a lot of no puns intended tonight too.
Something that I found.
Thank you, Tree.
All right, see, babe. I have a friend that has a cleaning business, and every blue moon she'll call me if she have too many clients that day to ask her to ask me to help. And we went to this elderly guy's home. He was like, I want to say about 85, 86. And she had me in one room while she was in another room cleaning. And now he left when we got there, let us in and, said he had some errands to run and we can clean the home and stuff. And it was hilarious because I screamed. Because in the room I went in, I saw this huge box. And I was like, So I went, it was 3 bedrooms. I went to the next bedroom and saw the same box, a box just like it. And I went into the 3rd bedroom. I went into the living room and I went through the whole house. And then I started screaming because I was laughing. And I was like, this guy's like 85 or 86. Those were huge boxes of condoms.
Wow.
Every room in his house.
Just in case.
Downstairs. Big boxes down in his basement where he was a hunter and he had all this, the heads
of a real hunter,
skulls of bears and things like that where he goes
a head hunter.
And it was funny because I was screaming and she was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, go into every room and tell me the common denominator in each room. She had been cleaning for that man for over a year and had never paid attention. She was like, oh, you noticed that? I'm like, what is he doing? And I said, and he came back. I said, ask him what. I kept telling her, I said, ask him why he got all these boxes in here. She wouldn't ask. She said, you asked. I said, I don't know him. That's your friend.
Did y'all check and make sure he didn't have any anybody hidden under the cupboards or under the floorboards or something?
I told her I did not want to go there and clean anymore because if he had these condoms in all the different rooms, I ain't trying to clean up behind that kind. I'm like, even though I had gloves and stuff, I was just like, you know what? I might help you somewhere else. I'm good. I'm good. And he was barely walking, so I was just trying to figure out, like,
barely walking.
85.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he was one of those real, peppy, like pepping your step.
Well, men can make babies to the day they die.
That's right. It's that's right. The flow is continuous until we go.
Yeah. Well, he was exercising his flow.
I guess it was just hilarious to me because I was like, wow. Well, at least he's a safety guy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It depends on what time of the if that was the 80s. Was that the 80s, Marcel?
No. This was like a year or two ago.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
But see, We
85
would
years
call
old.
that a dirty old man.
And that's what I told her he was. I was
Call
like,
that a
are you
dirty old man.
serious?
But maybe he just went in each room masturbating.
He's a freaky old
And
man.
then now when you have the Viagra and Cialis and all that stuff, so he was self-responsible.
What kind?
Yes.
He had all different
Magnum.
manufacturers in each room. Yeah, Magnum, Trojan, whatever.
Yeah.
Generic bathroom.
Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Freaky.
I want to take a second, y'all. We got plenty of time, but I want to throw this out here real quick. Met a lot of great people the weekend, man. One of them came on yesterday talking about Rahab's Daughters, anti-human trafficking organization. Right, they got a shoe drive that, and the shoe drive is from October the 1st to December the 5th. So donate your gently worn, used, and new shoes if you got to Rahab's Daughter, and we'll put that information up from time to time and let everybody know what's up. I also met somebody named Annie Mae.
Who's Annie Mae?
Who cares? Anyway, let's get back to the conversation.
Eat the cake, Annie Mae.
I mean, I did, but okay, Annie Mae, she got some pound cakes. She services the Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland area. She got flavors, and you know what?
Are they good?
Great.
I didn't eat none.
Great.
Yeah, man.
Are you serious? I just said eat the cake, Annie Mae. Are you serious? Are you playing? Get the flipper out of here.
Annie Mae pound cake.
I guess. I was just playing.
Eat the cake, Annie Mae.
Vanilla, rum, lemon, German chocolate, pecan.
That's my favorite.
Where's she located?
And more. Annie Mae pound cakes at gmail.com.
Is that the same lady that was at the event? Okay, that we were with Jeff.
Did you taste it?
Okay.
No,
I didn't.
You were with your cousin.
I mean, what Jeff was. No, I think that's not the same lady. There was a pound cake lady at that event as well that we went to.
Yes, it was the one that I saw you with over the weekend. Slices are $1. I mean, 1 for $6, 2 for $10, and 3 for $15. They may be some great cakes, but I ain't giving you $6 for no slice of cake, okay?
$6 for a slice? I thought you meant for one cake.
And not knocking it. Everybody, y'all want some cake? Annie Mae's pound cakes. Go check her out. Matter of fact, I was gonna call and see if she wanted to come on. There was a couple other people too, but we'll get to that.
I got some guys too. I want to promote at another show too.
Is there any more
food promotion
conversation on masturbation? Are we done?
No, we're all off that. Ding ding.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Got off and done, huh?
No pun intended again. I think though, man, that seriously to put a cap on it, no pun intended. It's as everybody here said, it's a personal choice. Mm-hmm. You do what you do. If you're feeling guilty, you gotta deal with that. That's on you. If you're not feeling guilty and you're just doing it and painting walls and this and that, okay, make sure that you don't miss no spots. Make sure you don't miss no spots. If you're gonna paint a wall, just like with regular paint, if you're gonna paint a wall, make sure the wall is covered. All right. Even if it takes a couple of months to get it all covered, okay, just cover when you get ready to go to. Hey, let me ask you, ladies, this:
do you like it, baby?
Well, okay, Maurice. That just
hilarious.
To the back. Break it down like that.
And I want to ask this question. I'm going to ask you on this subject, okay? We already put the disclaimer out. And it's going to sound real crazy. Felisa, Tree, everybody. Look, ladies, is there a such thing really, truly, as squirting?
Yes, it
expert
is.
said, yeah, and it is, yeah.
It is. You thought she made that up?
How much of it? Let's keep it.
Wait.
You thought she made that up?
Have any of you two Squirted?
I'm not getting y'all getting a bit too personal right here now.
We just want to know. Inquiry minds.
That's a bit too personal.
Okay.
Let me get my guard up. Hold on.
It can happen to you.
It is a real thing.
It is.
But is it though? Because some people I've heard, and it's just me being different, I guess. I've heard that it ain't really okay. What's the difference? You having an orgasm, and you dang, I'm uncomfortable saying this. She said, "Now I'm nosy." Well, Anita, have you?
You are nosy.
And if you have, how far did it go? Was it one of those trickle downs, or was it one of those?
Google it, Greg.
Was it the windshield wiper?
No, you don't Google it. Don't Google it.
Don't wipe it off the windshield. Well, I mean, what? Is it really? Okay, what's the difference between that and using the bathroom? I mean, what's the difference?
Oh, it's a big difference.
I'm just saying, but when it
comes, Maurice can answer it. He's
no. I don't want. Now that you just said it, you answer it. Okay?
I'm not.
Thank you, Lanita. Thank you, TMI.
I just asked the question. Is it real? Okay, I'll leave it at that. Is it real?
Sex expert told you that it was real. She talked about it and you asked.
Let's talk about the sex expert, okay? Let's talk about that sex expert.
Listen.
I ain't gonna do that either.
Listen.
Police, what's that? This dude get ready to get this show canceled. But
Marie's crazy.
Okay, I'll stop.
That's boy on boy right there. That's delivery. We ain't gonna do that. But no, man, I've always wanted to know that. Thank you guys for not answering. It's all good.
You're welcome.
Because no, for real, some people say that
leave it alone, Greg.
Oh, I'm going to ask the question. It may not be today. May not be on this show.
Leave it alone. You got to bring the sexologist back so she could explain it to you again, because she did explain it to you.
He said again.
Let you know that it's not pee. You asked her that question. She said it is
a little bit.
A little bit in there, but not like you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Like
you go to the bathroom. No.
Well, sperm is part urine.
Hey, don't play too much.
Just 2 seconds.
Okay. Thank you, Marcella and Gina, for answering that. I'm going to throw up now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even going to ask you if you have more questions, because you just might.
Yeah, I got plenty, but I'm going to let that roll. Okay, look, Gina, tell everybody about the Distinguished Author Guild.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Distinguished Authors Guild is a literary award show where we are honoring African American authors for the hard work that they put in. And I'm going to tell you, this year's books, we had so many great books. Marcy was one of our readers. There's a VIP gala before the award show, and it is hosted by Miss Arkansas, comedian Miss Arkansas out of Vegas. And our featured artist is Ruby Tech from Barbados.
Woo-hoo.
So the VIP concert is going to be awesome. Very awesome. This is a virtual event. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite under Distinguished Authors Guild Literary Award Show. Proceeds from the ticket sales goes towards scholarships for freshman college students. So not only are you having a good time, not only are you honoring authors for their hard work, but you're also helping our freshman college students in journalism, literary, and creative writing to pursue their dreams. So get your tickets, Distinguished Authors Guild Literary Award Show on Eventbrite. The date is November 11th.
There you go. Is it too late to submit books now?
Yes, it is.
Dang, I had one more person.
Yes.
They wrote a book called Masturbation for Dummies, but I guess they're not.
I'm gonna let Marcella read that one.
I don't need that. I don't need that for dummies. Thank you very much, though.
I'll read it for you. Shoot, man, look.
Okay, he'll be the reader.
We get paid.
Yeah, they got paid for reading the books.
Well, shoots, man, put me down to get paid. How much was the pay?
Well, the author submitted.
You ain't got to tell nobody to pay.
Okay, well, you asking questions. I'm here to answer.
I already know, sweetie. I already know. Marcella, how's your endeavor going?
Which one?
The one you told us about last.
Non-for-profit.
The non-for-profit. I'm working on it. That and a blog as well.
Okay. Well, Maurice, I got a plan, man. Let's start a radio show.
Well, actually, they asked me about monetizing mine.
It's all about masturbation. The whole show we're gonna do.
Don't fall for it, Maurice.
Maurice, you know what?
Walk right up into that, didn't I?
Walking right into
all up in there.
It's gonna be a show of masturbation sounds from around.
That's right. They talk about monetizing it too.
Around the world, masturbation sounds from around the world. All around the world.
Wait, there was some sounds right there. Okay.
Why 85-year-old man?
Why when people have intercourse, they get primal. They get real primal
and ugly.
They call you names. They tell you, they start telling you what to do. They be the quietest girl. Be Marcy like women. Be like, you better come over here and you have
no clue what I do.
Next thing you know,
he watches too much television.
Okay.
Marcy
he watches too much television.
Okay.
I don't watch.
Stop watching that.
You know nothing about Marcy in that atmosphere.
Stop watching the fake porn.
I'm not watching fake porn. I was looking through Marcy's window one day. But anyway, it's all good, Marcy. It's all
Greg
good.
loves me, you guys. That's why he like to clown with me.
I love you to death. I love Gina to death. I even love Maurice.
Really?
Yes. In a non-masturbatory way. That's a new word, masturbatory. In a non-masturbatory way.
Okay. Since you made that word up, all right. You the host.
Knowing him, it might be a real word.
Yeah, right.
Let me look that one up. Let me see.
That night that she was looking up those words, they were there.
All real words.
That blew my mind. That blew my mind. I was like, what?
They were there.
What's that word, Greg? You just crazy word you just made.
Masturbatory.
Masturbatory.
She gonna look that shit up too, right?
I am.
No such.
Is there?
What does it mean?
Is it there?
What does it mean?
Oh my gosh. So you didn't make that up.
I did make it up. Yes, I did.
Tell us what it means. What does it mean?
I don't know what it means. I swear I made it up. I don't know what it means.
Masturbatory is an adjective. Masturbatory is of or relating to or involving masturbation. And the second definition is excessively self-absorbed or self-indulgent. You know what?
That's a good word.
My niggas.
That is funny. Where's that at? There it is.
Oh,
wow. Better roll with you, boy. Y'all better roll.
And we laughing and stuff. You know what?
That's the second word. That's the second word you throw it out there.
No, he done thrown out a few of them.
Yeah, it's been a few of them.
Them up left and right.
A few of them. Yes.
But hey, man, look, I just throw stuff out there. Something. Look, I used to be the spelling bee champ at Beveridge Elementary School. Okay, I know some things.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. But hey, man, look, for me, and I never, ever, ever tell what I got going on, but this time I have to. Okay, first things first. Distinguished Authors Guild. Okay, I've been blessed to be able to produce that show for Gina. You guys gotta tune in. Okay, last year was just a tremendous blessing. This year is even bigger blessing. Okay, so you guys check that out. Okay, me and Jen are gonna put something together that you guys are not gonna believe. All right, we got performance. We got it's just check it out. Distinguished Authors Guild. Okay, um, I got a couple of short stories that I will finish before the end of the year. Um, one, I don't even have a title for it. Okay, but it's going to be a series of things where it's going to be what if, basically. All right. So um, we're going to act it out. What if this happens? So we're going to act out a scene and then we're going to cut it. All right. And anybody want to try to do it? Y'all go ahead and do it. I'm telling y'all everything. Okay. Go ahead and do it. You're never going to be able to do it like I can. And the other one is Life on the Other Side of the Bridge. I've been tossing that around since 2014, I think. And I'm finally going to get that done. Got the cast ready. Everything's cool. Shout out to the casting director. You did a good job. Everything's cool. So it's a lot of stuff as far as on the film side that we're doing. Okay, I got a couple of more things that I can't talk about. Shout out to Ben Cherry. That's my guy. He gives them gems every day. Okay, you need to listen to him. And I want to create some opportunities. Is what I'm trying to do. Create opportunities. I was in the presence a couple of days ago of this beautiful young lady who, everybody goes through things, okay, but her faith is so inspiring. Her faith is so inspiring, and her story is a story that needs to be told. All right, testimony is tremendous, everybody, and if you don't walk in faith, I don't know what you're walking in. You're just walking blind. All right. Faith is tremendous. Faith is the assured expectation of things to come. All right. And if you have that faith that God will take you through everything, He's not gonna ever abandon you unless you do not understand who He is. Okay. Walk in that faith. Let Him do what He does. May not be the day, it may not be tomorrow. All right. But whatever you ask for, He's going to do. But make sure it's not a selfish request. He doesn't want any of us to suffer. So just let Him know your problems, let Him know your burdens, and He got you. Ben gave a great little analogy. I always give the analogy of the GPS, but he gave another analogy, which I want everybody to go to his page and check him out. But look, go through things. It's okay. All of us have gone through things, but it's how we come out of it that defines who we are. Go ahead, Maurice.
No, just like amen, and I was just checking out this story on my other computer about all those people they found up under that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep. That's 10,000 people.
Yeah.
I'm lost. What happened?
Haitian down at the border, the Texas border. They came through Mexico, crossed, got up under this bridge, and it's 10,000 Haitian people up under that bridge.
Mm.
And it was so crazy about it, they didn't know these people done been there for a minute from what the people that live around there say. And they're already up on the other spot. Now they deporting them directly to Haiti.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They deporting a lot of them back out.
Straight to Haiti. Ain't even do not pass go, get processed, get on plane, get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm. You okay, Greg?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just reveling in just walking in faith. It's I'm telling you, and Maureen's not negating anything that you said. Okay, we all got things that we go through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, man, and things that we watch, things that ain't supposed to happen until you get there, and we just have to have faith that everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
And don't worry about nothing. I mean, and I'm saying this because so much stuff has happened for me and mine personally that I just want to share. I want to share the blessings that I've gotten, which I'm going to do. I don't want to advertise what I'm going to do in order to share, but it's all about that. Once a blessing comes to you, give it back.
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward. There you go. Pay it forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I generally I come with the foolishness, but everybody who knows me knows I'm a firm believer, man, to help people. You know, it doesn't have to be monetarily all the time.
Right.
It could be a word. You know, we go through, and I'm not a birthday guy, and I thank you guys for doing what you did. Okay, even though I told you I didn't want to do it. Okay, but I thank you guys for doing that stuff. But it's a thing where you guys show your appreciation and respect and all of that stuff for me,
Mm.
and I'm still here to hear it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had over almost 3,000 people to on different levels to say happy birthday, just to recognize, you know, and overwhelming. Okay, but the thing is, I don't ask for that. Okay, but it's good to know it while you're here, while you
Mhm.
still appreciate it, while you can still feel it, you know, in your heart. You feel me? I don't-
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, and you know, I tell my sister Gina all the time, I appreciate her. Okay, I tell her all the
Mhm.
time, and she says it back to me as well. You know, it's a thing where um, it's too much other stuff going on. People are dying left and right. You know,
Mm-hmm.
again, prayers to the family, of AJ
Yep.
Johnson. You know, people are dying left and right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, one of the LaBelle's died today. Patty that used to sing with Patty LaBelle.
Oh.
You know,
Hmm.
I forgot her. I forgot which one. It wasn't. It was Sarah Dash. Okay,
Okay.
she died today. You know, people are leaving here left and right.
Yep. We lost an employee today
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
to
that.
Wow.
COVID.
Yeah, and this COVID is just a thing. Yeah, but you know, it
And you
makes
know,
me think.
he was the one that told me. That's the one that told me. I told y'all a while back. Say he wouldn't take the damn vaccine. He'd die first.
Mm.
Hmm. Well,
And
he
that's what
stood by
that's
his
what's happening
word.
with a
He
lot of the
asked for
people
it.
who are advertising that they're not going to take the vaccine, they're not going to wear the mask, and all of these things. And those are a lot of the ones that are leaving.
Yeah.
And now there, some of these places are, you know how they, you have the mask mandate, and some of the restaurants are saying, regardless of the mask mandate, in here you have to still wear masks to come into this building. Well, I saw on the internet today that this lady was put out of a restaurant because the owner, I guess, or either the manager or the owner of the restaurant said, I don't believe in the COVID. It's a conspiracy. I don't believe in masks and stuff, and you cannot come in my restaurant with a mask. And she had on a mask, and they put her out the restaurant. I
Like
was like, y'all just crazy out here.
I,
Just
like I said, I feel you, Greg, with the same, with what you were saying about being blessed,
mhm.
walking the way you walk, and also knowing that your course is going to be finished here. A lot of people don't know that you have a when you get to this when you're on this planet, you have a purpose, and a
Mhm.
lot of people divert from their purpose so much they wonder why their life's so upside down. They ain't following their purpose. So I mean, and sometimes they'll get off the thing that they do the best just because somebody else doing something and being more successful at it. You know,
Absolutely.
Mhm.
you
You got to walk in your purpose,
know.
guys. You got to walk in your purpose and understand that everything that you're doing is not
I feel
just
you.
you. God,
I
God got us. God got us all. He wants us all to be happy. He
I
wants
had
us all to be successful.
yeah.
Mhm.
He got it for you. All you have to do is reach out there and go get it. A lot of people don't know. So all you have to do is reach up and grab your blessing. You know.
Yeah, and they
Absolutely.
don't.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the thing that they don't. They block it. There's such thing as
Yeah.
blocking it. By questioning. Well, God, why me? Okay, well, why not you? Why not you?
All right.
Why not you?
They don't know how to get. They don't know how they're being set up to be successful. They have to go through something to get something. And you got again. It's like being taught something. You know what I mean? First, you got to be taught to know what it is, and God sets you up that way, that same way. That's what Daddy taught me. He set you up that way. So those downfalls are not teaching moments. When you go into your, trying to achieve those goals, and that's the way God pushing you, then guess what? You're gonna fall. You're gonna bump your head, but you're gonna learn on the way. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
So that's that. I see what you're saying, Greg. I know where you're going, bro.
Yeah, and learning.
Yeah.
If you don't learn,
Whew.
there's a lot
Whew.
of people out there, man, and y'all feel me on this. There's a lot of people out there that have done terrible things in their lives. I'm
Mm.
one of them. All right, but you don't have to bump me upside of my head two, three,
Three,
four.
four. No.
You got to
Hold
do
on.
that to me, okay? Felicia says determination and focus can go a long way. Absolutely.
Mhm.
You
And
don't
you
have
learn from your mistakes.
and that's what I was going to say, Marcella. You got to learn from those mistakes, and it's a poor individual, poor-minded, weak-minded person that does not learn and continues the same path over and over and over. I had a talk with a guy this weekend that and I'm not going to tell his whole story, okay, but did some things, did some time, okay, but came out 1,000 times better than what even probably he expected. Okay. But then again, he probably knew why, because he knows God. He got a good relationship with God. And he knows that, hey, where I was does not define me. That's not where I am. That's who I am.
Ain't done with me yet.
You know, that's why all the brothers that are out there doing this crazy stuff. Okay. You got two places. You're either going to die or you're going to jail. Okay. When you're doing this crazy stuff. Okay. But if, God blesses you not to be killed, not to die, and you go to jail, take that time to reinvent yourself.
Right.
Learn
Right.
something. Learn
Right.
something. And then bring it when you get out. I don't care if it's 6, 20, 30 years. When you come out, bring it out here. And I guarantee you, because it's hard for guys that are felons to get regular jobs, okay?
It
It's
is.
hard.
Yeah.
So you create that knowledge base for yourself. Come out here and create something, a business for yourself. And I'm telling you, you will flourish. I guarantee you will flourish if you apply the lessons that you learn, have faith, okay, walk in faith, and implement everything that you learn, all right? And make sure that you continuously have that conversation with God.
Reach back and grab as many people as you possibly can.
You have an obligation to do that because you've heard a lot of people doing what you've done, okay? But now if you can educate, you're not going to take everybody with you. Everybody's not going to appreciate the fact that you left the street and now that you're straight and you're doing your thing, okay? They're not going to appreciate that. Nah, you can take the street, you can take them out the street, but you can't take the street out of them, okay? That's good.
Or judge you from your past.
Right.
I celebrate those people, man, that know how to move on, to learn, to try to do something better for themselves as well as their kids, if they have any, their spouses, their parents if necessary. Do something, okay? And then do something for others. Again, it doesn't have to be monetary. You can give them some knowledge. People spit gems on here every day. I put stuff out here every day, things that have happened to me in the past, things that I've learned from, okay? And I put it out there, all right? I'm not telling anybody that it's supposed to work for them, but that's what worked for me.
But that's the real rehab, though. If you think about it, the real rehab is doing something different.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's almost like what we were telling everyone going through the COVID. If you come out the same, then you haven't grown. You should come out differently.
Yep.
That's a learning experience.
Oh yeah.
You think about I have a family member that's been locked up since before the pandemic, right before the pandemic came. I guarantee you that individual would have been out in the streets, no mask, no vaccination.
Thinking he got an S on his chest?
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's not coming in contact with it where he's at.
Right.
Well, they making sure they don't come in contact with it where he's at. They making sure that everybody coming in either vaccine or masked up to the 4 5 times for the and some of them done eliminated any visitation. So
So it's a reason. They may not see it at the time that they're going through it, but there's a reason. It's part of growth. A part of growth, and it's a part of developing yourself. Sometimes God wants you to sit down so you can hear Him.
Yeah,
He wants you to sit
my
down
wife always says
so
to me,
you can go in a direction that He wants you to go in, or you're gonna be taken up out of here.
My wife always said you need to sit down and let God talk to you.
Yes.
That's exactly what she's. Every time I start getting frustrated, especially if it's got something to do with business. She said, "Baby, you need to just let God talk to you."
But that's one thing, you can't. I don't understand the frustration. I learned a way, and it only works for me, to not be frustrated. Because you think about it, frustration is over things that you cannot control. If you can't do anything about the situation, the outcome of the situation or anything, why get frustrated over it? You know what I mean? It is what it is, but we all have tomorrow, the next day, if God allows us to wake up, we got the next day to do great things, to do something else, take a different direction. Don't keep bumping your head with the same direction if it's not a clear path that you see to get to it. You got a new day. Every day is just like you start playing Mario Brothers, okay, and you get you get knocked down, okay. What happens? You still got another man. You go right back to the beginning and you start over, right? You may win next time. You may get all the way through next time. You don't know. But with that life, you can start over.
That's what used to get me when I used to talk to some of these young guys. They'll sit for 10 hours at a time, playing a video game, and between the two of them, try to figure out how to make this damn move. You know what I mean? I said, if you took the same drive initiative on what you want to do, I mean, really what you want to do in your life, you'll be a millionaire.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them do like this. Well, this is a video game. I said, you know what? Life's a game, baby. If you don't learn how to play it, you're gonna get left out.
You're looking for handouts.
Yeah.
Look for handouts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Quit looking for handouts, okay?
Oh, I saw the strangest thing today. I got off the expressway, right? And this girl was sitting there, she had a sign where, the food sign or whatever it was. I didn't get to look at the sign, but she had a sign up getting money. Well, there was a Cadillac STS parked, like right on the side of the curb. This dude jumps out, walks up to her. She grabs all the money in what she done collected and gave it to him. This dude goes back, gets in the car, takes off.
What?
That happens.
I was like, get the hell out of here, really?
That's a form of human trafficking as well.
Wow.
That's a form, and not all of them, but there's a couple here that have a couple of kids. We came out of church one day, and we all in the parking lot, and they have their sign in the middle of our parking lot. So naturally, we're like, oh, and here's a young family. They have their children, and everyone is going up, and I'm like, they sure look familiar to me.
Yeah, and then seen them all over town.
One girl went to our pastor. He said, hold up, let me go talk to them. Let me just go talk. And he gave some money out of his, and he was like, just hold on. And then later on, I saw on the internet, someone was showing how they were at the Target or whatever, or some other store, and how people were coming with grocery carts of stuff, and they would go and put it to the car, then go to the next place. They're going through, I guess, seeing, what their stash is, and they're going from store to store. And I talked to
so it's a racket.
I talked to this young lady with her daughters one year, and they went to a Christian school. And I said, is the school, what school is this? And what school, what are they raising, you guys raising money for? She said, we go to so-and-so school, but it's not for the school. Then I read an article that a lot of times, when they want the kids to go to school, they'll go out there with the candy and stuff. That's how they pay. They're out there. It's my thing is, if you got the husband and the wife both out there, can't one of y'all go get a job? If you're out there the entire day, because everybody is hiring.
Everybody is
hiring. That's a mistake that a lot of people make, and they think we're gonna give them money because they're on the highway and they look bad. Okay, there was this lady I saw, man, the other day. She had she was on the side, get off the highway. She's up there. She on crutches. Okay, she had one leg. You know what I mean? She on crutches out there with a sign that said, "I'm on my last leg."
Wow.
Y'all, but no, look at his face. Look at his face, Gina.
Wow.
That's his joke.
Y'all, we got to get out of here, okay?
Wow. I don't know what to say after that one.
No. I remember my first time in LA, coming in the airport, going up the escalator, and there was the guy right there, and it was like, you're going to either give me money or you ain't getting off this escalator, the top of the escalator. And my cousin was behind me, and he kind of like moved him out the way, and he gave him a couple of bucks. And I'm like, so what was he here to do? Make me, fall backwards and everybody behind me, or what? And that's when he taught me. He said, when you come out here to LA, keep singles in every pocket that you have. He said, here's two singles here. Here's two singles. Just reach in one of your pockets.
Oh, they making a killer.
They were everywhere because it was literally like.
Be done with it and just say no.
Look, he was at the top of the escalator, like, you are not getting off this escalator without giving me something.
Man, he getting kicked in the next year.
Look.
It's time to go, y'all. Look, this is DopelivenTV Live, man. We appreciate everybody. Hey, team, y'all did your thing today, okay?
Peace.
Appreciate you, okay? I'm out, okay?
I'm out.
I'm gonna holler at y'all, okay? Tomorrow, we ain't talking about masturbation, but we might be talking about master and baiting. I don't know. We talk about a lot, okay?
Or masturbates. He's the guy that's just kidding.
Absolutely, okay. But you can be sure that it's going to be interesting. Okay, this is DopelivenTV Live. That's Marcel over there in the corner over there. Go Maurice right there. That's Gina Gatson. Shout out to Jeff Relaford and Ujimar and Chris, okay, and Suzette and all of y'all. All right? Nyla, yeah, you too. Anyway,
I'm shocked she wasn't on today.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, I know, right? Anyway,
this is one of her shows.
Well, it was
Don't start none, y'all won't be none here.
Everybody,
we were just regular today. That's all. Just regular.
Real regular.
Get your masturbation on tonight, okay? Just for the show, okay? One time. Okay, this is DopelivenTV Live, y'all.
Peace.
What's my name?